Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing beautifully well. Today's valued viewer request is from Rory Shields. Hello Rory. Can you guys recreate the Samurra air battle? Never heard of it, but 2 times Mig-25s jumped for F-15s. Got one hit but didn't shoot plane down. Then proceeded to actually outrun the pursuing F-15s and actually outran a few of their missiles. Well, sounds feasible. We've got a Wikipedia page here. Samurra air battle. So this is Operation Samurra was an operation by the Iraqi Air Force during the Gulf War to decisively engage USAF F-15Cs using Mig-25 jets. Have you ever heard of this, RC? Because I haven't. And break the wall of F-15s that the coalition had established along the Iraqi border with Iran. It demonstrated the last true offensive operation of the Iraqi Air Force before grounding their air assets in an attempt to preserve them for future use. Through careful planning and coordination, the 2 MiG-25 jets successfully caught 2 American F-15 fighters off guard and engaged them in a dogfight. After several minutes of aerial maneuvering and several fired missiles, the Iraqi jets returned to Tammuz Air Force Base undamaged, and the F-15s returned to Saudi Arabia, albeit with 1 damage. Ooh, this is interesting. So, 30th January 1991, Khan Bani Saad, Iraq. Belligerents, obviously, USAF and Iraqi Air Force. The Americans were 4 times F-15Cs. No AMRAAMs at the time. Well, I think AMRAAMs existed, but 99% or none, as far as I'm aware, of these planes were carrying them at the time. Lieutenant Colonel Randy Bigham, Thomas Dietz, Robert Hayman, and Lynn Broom. On the Iraqi side, Captain Mahmoud Awat, Captain Muhammad Yassim Az-Zamarai. Casualties and losses. MiG-25s, no damage at all. F-15s came off worse, interestingly, with one of them crashed, apparently, after getting hit from an R-40 missile. So let's check that claim out. Battle. Finally, on January 30, an Iraqi intelligence unit intercepted communications that one of the patrols, 0X-31, was approaching bingo fuel, which necessitated an hour-and-a-half round trip to an aerial tanker. This just left 2 F-15s, 33 piloted by Dietz and Hayman in the area. Recognizing the opportunity, 2 MiG-25s were scrambled from 2 separate air bases. Awat took off from DCS Air Base, while Samurra took off from Tammuz Air Base. After engaging a false target, both pilots were directed to Diaz and Hayman by Iraqi Air Traffic Control. The 2 flights immediately engaged one another, with Hayman firing 2 missiles, I'm going to guess Sparrows, one of which was a dud. How interesting and embarrassing. At the same time, Samurra locked Hayman up and fired an R-40 missile, which went ballistic after Samurra was forced into evasive maneuvers to avoid Hayman's missile. Samurra's missile damaged Hayman's left engine, but his F-15 remained flyable. A tough old unit, says F-15. Meanwhile, Dietz engaged Awad, attempting to fire several missiles at him. After Dietz's missile failed to fire 3 times, I wonder why, that's interesting, Awad managed to get radar lock on Dietz's F-15, putting him onto the defensive. Dietz attempted to disengage heading east. Hayman, still engaged with Samurra, fired another missile in an attempt to down the Iraqi MiG, and then found himself locked up by the now unoccupied Awad. Hayman avoided Awad's missile with the use of chaff and flares. Samurra and Awad then disengaged to the west in full afterburner back towards Tammuz Air Base. At the same time, 31 was returning from the aerial tanker and had been monitoring the air battle. Pilots Bigham and Broom decided to direct their F-15s in an attempt to intercept the 2 MiG-25s. However, a high-altitude crosswind forced them over Baghdad, which was the most heavily defended airspace in Iraq. The 2 were subsequently locked onto by Iraqi gunners. Bigham would later admit he didn't notice the drift because he and his wingman were so determined to score a kill on the MiG. Despite this, they still managed to achieve radar lock on both Samurra and Awad, and each fired a missile at them. Bigham fired a second missile at Awad, but Awad landed his aircraft before the missile arrived. Isn't that funny? That's so Grim Reapers. Bigham fired again at Samurra as he was on his final landing approach, but Bigham lost the radar lock as Samurra landed and the missile impacted the ground about 10 feet, from Samurra's wingtip. Unbelievable, a missile, that's literally what we were just recording on another video. Bigham and Groom egressed the area before they could be shot down by SAMs, which was still targeting them. result, the Iraqi Air Force first credited Samurra with a possible victory, which was later upgraded to confirmed after a Bedouin smuggler discovered wreckage of an F-15 very close to where Iraqi radars had allegedly lost tracking of the falling F-15 on January 30. Later, Iraqi government documents claimed 2 F-15s recorded as being shot in the engagement. However, there is no record of an F-15 being shot on January 30 in the area of West Baghdad. Nevertheless, this is probably the closest an F-15 has ever come to being shot down in air-to-air combat. Operation Samurra was the last offensive operation of the Iraqi Air Force during the Gulf War. By mid-February, all Iraqi Air Force activity had effectively ceased as the coalition completed their dominance over the skies, and not a single offensive sortie was even attempted during the ground phase of the war. Most of the Mig-25s in Iraq's arsenal survived the war and went on to serve until the 2003 invasion of Iraq, when they were buried, by which time they remained in various states of airworthiness. Dietz and Heyman would go on to be the highest scoring fighter pilots of the Gulf War. How interesting. With 3 air kills apiece by the war's end. Bigham and Brum finished the war with no air-to-air kills, with Samurra becoming the closest they would get. What an interesting operation. This reminds me of the IAF-PAF conflict, where one side claims to have shot a bunch of planes down and the other side denies it. So Iraq says they shot 1 or 2 F-15s down. I don't quite get it. And the Americans say that none were shot down, and whatever. I'm not going to weigh him because I haven't got a clue. Here is Dietz, otherwise known as RC. Here is Heyman, otherwise known as Cap Forever. Not sure why I've got that tag, but I have. About 100 miles ahead, maybe a little less, are the 2 Mig-25s. We know that they didn't get a complete jump on us because we actually fired our missiles first. So they are armed with the absolute tip-top tech missiles. R-40s, Tango variants, that's the EO variant, which I guess they might have had, I'm not sure. And the radar-guided variant, which I'm pretty sure they have. We've got AIM-7 Mike variants, Sidewinders as well. Here is the other 2 that are coming from the tanker. They're 110 miles behind us, so it's going to be 20 minutes or so before they get in the fight. Let's see how our reenactment goes. Skill-wise, MiGs are set to maximum possible skill level. These are set to average, and myself and RC are just idiots. Are you ready? Yes, I do speak for you, RC. Are you ready, RC? Sweet, we're still at 200 knots, RC. You need to go faster.
Uh-oh.
Minor problem. Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got no radar, so I can't fire. Let's go again. RC, your speed is perfect.
Imagine that.
300 will be okay. I'll see to leave it at 300. Okay, let's get our BVR. Let's get our radar on. Zoom our radar out. Currently 2 contacts on the nose. Appear to be 2 times single pop-up groups. You go lefty, I go righty. So far, no hostile intent. Just checking their direction. They are hot. Angels 25. Hot. Angels 25. Hot. 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 Hey, I'm from Cali. They're hot. Make sure you use STTRC. I know what you're like. Don't go in there with a stealth block.
Keep going right now.
Okay, I'm going to SCT my right-hand guy at 40 miles. They do not appear to be aggressing, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad. They're just cruising. Come on, dude, are you going to fight us or not? Either that or they're going for you. They might just be going for you, actually. It's hard to tell. Well, let's just hope they're going to aggress, RC. Are you getting spiked?
No.
For me, they're just flying above us. Oh! Okay, they're spiking. Cap. Box 1. They have outranged us massively. I'm going to have to go defensive, RC.
They're going for you.
Yeah, they are. I'm shooting down, please. I've got thumpy great R-40s after me.
Yeah.
Got a missile after me. Gotta go.
I'll consider it.
Okay, I'm going to try to get down and dodge. Still get chased by a missile. Okay, I'm going to try kicking back on him. Any idea on their altitudes?
About 20,000.
F&A, Carden. F&A. I'm heading back into them. God damn it, I'm getting shot again. RC, come save me. My missiles are all over me. Okay, I'm clean. I dodged the missile. I'm turning back in. Have you done anything yet, RC?
Yeah, I'm on this guy.
Take Down, please. Okay, they're both on you. They're both on you. Well, they're next to you anyway. I'm about to fire at one. Stand by. Cap is...
Flash.
Oh, damn it, they're so hot. Cap, Fox 1.
I'm down.
You dead?
Yep.
Shit.
The other guy got me. I killed one. And he
Yeah,
got
they're all over you. Going to dodge. These guys suck long time. Okay, I'm hot again.
Start attacking us.
Ah, leave me alone, you spudniks. Can't find him, I'll say I can't find him. Angels, 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 angels.
He is at 16 and dropping on your nose. Missile out. Break left. Oh, you're going to hit him. Uh-oh.
Bra, bra, bra.
Stand by.
Oh, god damn it, I'm hit. Where the hell was he? I was all over him like a cheap suit.
He was about 12 degrees, 3 miles.
Oh, he was, I didn't, that's the thing, he was too close. Ah, dang it. He beat me fair and square there, RC. I misjudged his range. So we did take one of them out, did we? Oh, yes, we took one of them out, so you must have killed one. The other, I just could not get a handle on.
I did kill one, yes.
And you got shot by the other guy, and... You know what?
I got shot by the same guy that shot you.
I thought this was going to be too easy for us. That was what I was worried about. Turns out, not so much. Their missiles are just amazing. Let's go and have a look at those missiles.
They're 8.
Oh, this guy's got no missiles left. We've got 2 guys coming, remember?
Oh, that's right.
They are supersonic. The boys are supersonic. Full attack mode. Oh, got a Fox 1 out. We've got a Fox 1 RC. Boom! Hostile defensive. Wow, how terrible are those graphics? That won't sell many copies of DCS, will it? Hint, hint.
On what? I didn't see it on the
Doesn't matter.
plane.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's go and get him.
No.
Just don't look closely and you'll be fine. It's going to notch that missile. It's going to notch that missile. Or is he RC? Too big a RCS. Yeah, it's done it. Come on. He's going after him. Pew, pew, lasers. I would have peppered him with Fox 2s by now. We have a dogfight. Don't know why he's not firing missiles, but he's not. 106 RC. Superior kinematic turning ability. An all-round envelope. He's a dead man. Oh, in the face! And that's it. That didn't quite go to plan. Me and RC got shot down. But let's face it, that's probably what everyone was expecting. And
That's as per usual.
that's right. And then I've forgotten their names. The other 2 came in and finished them off. That's all we've got to show. I hope you enjoyed it and see you later.